Hey YouTube, thank you so much for joining me again for day 2 of this mini series easing into fingerstyle and chord melody tabs for the ukulele. Today we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but before we begin, as always, let's tune our instrument. When you're done, it should sound something like this. If it doesn't sound like that and you're having a hard time, there's a video link in the description. There you can go where I will show you how to tune your instrument and how it should sound so we can sound the same as we play along. Alright guys, the first thing we need to know are the chords. If you know these chords, C, D7, and G, go ahead and skip ahead. If not, let's do it. The first chord is the chord of C, which is played by fretting the 3rd fret of the A string and sounds something like this. You'll notice that your hand looks like the picture and your frets look like the tabs below, with your 3rd finger on the A fret, A string, and 0, 0, 0 stacked underneath the 3 denotes open strings for all 3 E, C, and G strings. So that's how you can kind of read the tabs as they pertain to the chords. The second chord is a D7. This is the Hawaiian D7, which you fret the 2nd fret on both the G string and E string by placing your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. When you're done, it should sound something like this. And it should look like the picture, and the tab should make sense below as you're playing an open A, 2nd fret E, open C, and 2nd fret G. The third and final chord that you will need for this song is the G chord. Again, that's the 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. When you're done, it should sound something like this. Alright, now you've got all the chords that you need to begin playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so let's jump in. Alright guys, thank you guys all for joining me back here. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star looks a little bit different than Mary Had a Little Lamb because our melody notes are not just on the A string. If you'll notice, the first twinkle is on the E string. And it looks sort of like we're playing the G chord with the A string cut off because that's exactly what we're doing. Alright, so we're gonna, when we strum with the thumb, we're only gonna strum through the E, stopping on the A, not touching the A string. So the first Twinkle Twinkle sounds something like this. And you'll notice all of these on the first line are stacked, so we're gonna be playing the entire chords, either 3 or 4 strings all the way through. The second twinkle is still within the G chord, except the pinky is on the 5th fret of the A string. Alright, so let's leave it there and we'll play the 1st and 2nd twinkle. Here we go. Little Star. Little is played within the C chord, and we fret the 7, and then Star brings us back down almost to home base with the pinky on the 5th fret of the G string. Okay? We continue going forward. How I wonder what you are. We use how I in C, wonder, the G chord. What is D7, and R is back to G. And we see that because we're looking at the tabs and they look the same as those chords. All right, so we're going to play very slowly the first line of this song, and I'm going to call out the chord shape that we should be playing. So we're going to start with G with a pinky on the 5th. Ready, go. C shape, back to G, C, G, D7, G. And there you go. You just played the first stanza of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. All right. Up above, the sky so bright, like a diamond in the night. Again, nothing really new here. We're starting with the G with the pinky on the 5. We're going to move to a C, G, D7. And then back to the G, C, G, D7. So let's play it together. We're going to strum, we're going to go slow, and I'm going to call out the chords as we go through. Okay, ready? Here we go. C, G, D7, G, C, G, D7. And then the final Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, How I Wonder What You Are, is the same as the first line. So we're just going to go ahead and make the G shape, and we're going to play through very slow. G, C, G, sorry, C, G, D7, G. So I'm telling you the chords so you know what chord group to play in, but don't get hung up on playing the actual chord, because like I say C over little star, but I'm not fretting the third string like the C chord, I'm fretting the 7th fret, but I'm still playing within the C chord, because that tells me that E, C, and G are all open. Okay, so when we're all done, it should sound something like this, and you can feel free to follow along as you speed it up. Ready, go. And that is the second chord melody or fingerstyle song in this mini series, easing into fingerstyle and chord melody tabs for the ukulele. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Obviously, the easiest thing to do for practice is to grab a tab sheet. Go get yours at fingerstyleukuleletabs.com for only 99 cents, or get it in the bundle for this series for only $5.99. There's 12 tabs in that series, so you're getting each tab sheet for only half price, which is always a steal of a deal. For those of you who are wanting and eager to learn all this fingerstyle tabs that I have available to you, which is more than 150, this mini series tabs will be included in the larger bundle for that bigger price. Still a very steal of a deal, but you do what's right for you. All right, guys, thank you so very much for joining. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss a lesson in this series. And if you have done that already, go follow me on social media. Share your progress with me so I can share your progress with everybody else. All right, guys, thanks again so very, very much, and we will see you next time.